Okay, shall we get started, Emily? Yep.
Yeah, sounds great.
Hi, everybody. My name's Alastair Matchett, and I run a company called Financial Edge Training, and we run a lot of the training programs for the leading investment banks, in fact, the top 4 investment banks on Wall Street and the globe. I was an ex-banker myself at J.P. Morgan, and I did an internship and then worked in the investment banking unit in M&A, doing oil and gas and financial institutions, then worked in private equity, and have set up and sold businesses in my past. So that's a brief background on me. But what we have here is we have Emily Massey to come and talk to us about what it's like getting an internship, but also the internship itself. So Emily, why don't you first just introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Alistair. I'm Emily. I have just completed a biochemistry degree at the University of Birmingham. Last summer, I completed an internship at one of the top 5 investment banks, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And following on from that, I completed the Financial Edge Investment Banker in a Box course. Next year, I'm going to be completing a master's in chemical engineering with healthcare technology at the University of Birmingham again. And I'm hoping to go into something kind of healthcare investment related in the future.
Great, fantastic. So Emily, what I'm really interested in is just at the beginning of literally the very first start of your application and what it was like, because I did an internship, but that was, God, nearly 30 years ago. So that I'm sure stuff has changed. So I'm just really interested in, can you just walk us through literally what you have to do and the type of process?
So when I applied for every internship under the sun at the beginning, and it's just kind of a very generic form, kind of with your CV on, saying your qualifications and things like that. And after this, you get invited to a kind of test. I can't remember exactly the test because I did do so many of them. As I said, that was, I think, lots of people my age, when they're applying for internships, apply for as many as they can, and I think the pool you get back is quite small. And then following on from this, it was a video interview where you just speak at the camera. And then it was a while before I heard anything, but then I got an email saying that the following week I had an interview. And then I had my interview, and then 2 days later I got a call saying that I was accepted onto the internship.
Oh, fantastic. Can I just go back to
Great.
the test? I know you can't remember exactly what the test, but was it like an IQ test, or was it a math or verbal reasoning test? Can you remember?
I can't remember, but I think it was kind of like a pilometrics mathy type
Right, okay.
test.
And was it
Um,
online?
yeah, they're all
Okay.
online, all the tests and
And
things
with that
like
like
that.
time, do you have to like do it
Yeah.
as many questions as you can within the time frame?
Um, I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I can't remember exactly about the
yeah.
test. I'm sorry, but
Was it hard?
it was.
Can you remember if it was hard or not?
I don't remember it being extremely hard.
Yeah.
I think it's more one of the ones that kind of tries to kind of understand your brain as it
Right, okay.
does it. So like there are no wrong answers, but there are kind of ones that they prefer, if you know what I mean.
So I've heard, so it's just interesting, I've heard that what they have been doing is that they have been profiling people internally in the bank and asking them very similar questions and getting the answers from them, and then mapping that data to the applicants to try and find people who are similar to successful people in the bank.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be resonate with some of the experiences you had with the questions?
I think that that is now in place because I think that all the interns at the end of our internship, we all
Yeah.
did the tests that they were going
Yeah.
to do for the next year.
Okay.
So they're definitely basing them on what we did,
Kind of
or
AI,
how well.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, they're reading our brain and analyzing everyone else. So it's very interesting.
Do you
Yeah.
remember how long? So remember how long was the test that you did at the end of the internship? It was like an hour or
It was
something.
very quick. It was very
Yeah.
quick. It's a very like blanket one. I think that lots of companies use
Okay.
the same company, and it's just quite a fun one with lots of games on it, and
Yeah.
then it kind of tells you whether you're generous or whether you're a good problem solver and things like that.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now the video interview, what was that like?
I always find them a bit awkward because you're talking